Days we had a beautiful young husky boy. He is about 4 months old and this is his first time coming here. So he kind of afraid on standing on this table. And today we will do the full grooming for him. But we've already done the spa session. So most of the puppy dogs, especially the husky boy or husky, they don't seems to be like want to standing up a lot. So most of them want to stay down. They just don't know what's going on, and they're also afraid of the height of the table. So what we're trying to do is to get them comfort. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to trim all the foreleg first. Alright, you want to sit down? It's okay. So when they are sit down like this, we can do like the paw pad trimming. You don't have to lift them up for all the time. So I decide to do this first. No. I'm going to cut you. All right. Alright, so now I'm done with the leg trimmings, and next I have to do the trimming for the back leg first. And the equipment that I'm using is the blender, which is suitable for the dog that have a straight hair like this husky boy. So if we use the one that straight, it will create a very harsh line, because when the dog move, they don't know. Puppy, they just don't want to stand still. Most of the puppy dogs. So that's why we using this. Introduce it to the new pet on the table. So for this boy, I cut a little bit the overgrown fur, just like this. I'm going to finish this back leg first and move on to another side. So some of the dog, they might just not stand still like this, and so based on my experience, what we can do for them is try to cut everywhere on their body, like we just give them the sense of the scissor cutting, let them know what we are doing, and later on try to take them up, and then they will understand and stand still for you to cut, like this one. Grooming a puppy isn't easy at all, because puppy, they know nothing about grooming. After 2 or 3 times coming to salon, they will get used to, and your work will get done quickly. So like you see, he's trying to move, but I'm actually just trying to pull him back a little bit, try to finish these areas and then move to another area. And later on, after we finish the whole cutting, the whole trimming, we will come back and do another fixing to make sure that all the body that we've done with the cutting are completely cutting in a good shape. So when cutting this size, this hairline, you can't just cut like this. Even if you use the blender, they're still creating the line like this cut. So I think that you can use this direction and then it will blend very well. When cutting the straight hair dog, it's kind of different from cutting the curly hair like poodle, because all we have to do is follow the direction of the hair's growth. If they're growing this size, we will cut like this, not like this. And if they grow to this size, to this direction, we will cut like this or like this, not like this. Okay. So I'm doing the back all over the hip. You are stand still very good, boy. This is his first experience, but kind of understand very well. I hope this will be continue until the finish. It will be finished quickly. Right? So we're moving on to the other side. Yeah, you can stay by yourself. You can stand by yourself. Alright, See, when the dog's trying to move, you're just slowing down a little bit, and then when they remain calm, we can just speed it up and don't let them stand for too long. So most of the time when I'm doing the back leg already, I let them lay down on the table for like 10 minutes or 15 minutes. At that times, I am cutting on the top of their back, so there is no effects for them to stand. I'm just trying to create the baseline of the cutting first. Like I said, later on we will come back and check where it needs to be fixed. For grooming a puppy dog like this, we don't expect to get them look very good. We just want to introduce them the new action that they will get, or the new habit that they will need to understand, because in their whole life they will get more grooming, so they need to use to it. First try is gonna be take a lot of time, to get them to know. Now I almost done with the back leg, but I'm trying to cut the other side also because he stands very still and I don't want to move a lot. See, I can take advantage from this. And, oh, no. So when cutting a husky, the shape that we want to achieve is look like this. They will come this straight and then round this size like a chicken leg. And please stand up, right? You don't want to see this overgrow. Okay. Now I let him lay down for around 10 minutes and I'm just cutting the top of his back like this. Save a lot of time. Because I don't have the straight one, so I use this blender, the curve blender. But it makes the job done. See, when they heard the sound of scissor, they just trying to move and they curious what is that sound, what's happened to me, or something like that. But all we have to do, just keep going. And then I don't want to take him up now, so I have a good chance to clear up the top of his head like this. But what I might change the scissor, I will use a straight one, cutting this. Just a little bit on the overgrowth of the fur. No. Get up, boy. Now I'm trimming the right side of the rib. This is cutting very little since he had a lot more to grow on his fur. See, this is the overgrowth of the fur. That's what we have to cut. So when cutting his body, don't cut like this. You cut straight from the back to the front, from top to down. It's not gonna work for this type of fur. So when cutting this area, I'm using my scissor in this direction and moving this side because they are opposite side. If you just the scissor up, go like this, down, go like this, it's gonna work very well. So now I don't want to hold him anymore. Just let him moving freely. You will see something different. I do understand that it will take a lot of time and patience, but you need to take the job done. See, starting to move. Don't move, boy. No. I'm trying to like put less pressure on him as much as I can. Since this is his first time, he needs to have a very good memory of the grooming, and later on he will get used to it. No, no, no. Alright, did a good job. You're trying to move. I don't cut. So I let him stay in that position where he thinks he is comfort with. I'm trying to use this type of techniques, cutting the front. This is a sweet boy I've ever met. He's kind of friendly, but too friendly, it's gonna work very hard for you. No? Husky is standing for energetics, and they love to spend their energy. So they will take a lot of action. Nope. Okay. Get up, boys. So while he sit down like this, I'm cutting this because I know that he need a little rest. So now we almost done the front part. There's no much for it to be removed. So I'm going to cut this in a little bit, trying to shape it into a round. Alright. And this. Connect to the ears. Oh, okay. And this a little bit to make them look smooth. So far I don't have any issue grooming this boy since he well behaved, not too much moving. It does a really good experience for him. I'm cutting this a little bit. So you don't have to cut this. This is a very beautiful part of his body. You don't want for this position, I prefer to use the straight one. Something like this. This is much better. And he don't like for holding his face for too long. So, alright, you're almost done. A little bit more. I think this is a nice hair trimming for this boy so far. And I'm checking on this to see if I need to cut more. Sometimes one trick that you can try is when they move a lot, you can just holding one leg up like this and they will like want to balance their body so they don't want to move. So this is kind of a trick way. Nope. Alright, thank you. So when I'm on this side, I will check this side because it's more clearly to see. So, alright, no, good boy, 5 minutes. So now we almost done the body trimming. And the last part is the tail. So for the tail, what we can do is to make it round, trimming a little bit of the overgrowth here, because the balance shape of the body, and we don't want to cut it very small. That will look very bad. Just a little bit trimming because this boy is still a lot more to grow. And Husky beauty is that the long growth of the fur. So I'm trying to trimming a little bit because I have very short time, since this boy told me that this will be enough period of time spending with him. If we're trying more, they will be like moving crazy. So there are some other dogs stay in this room, so that's why you will hurt a lot of the other dogs. Alright, you can lay down. I'm going to fix this area. So far, this young boy did a very good job on the training. Even he just 4 months old, but he is a quick learner. So I like to say that this groom was very went well, and thanks to this boy. I think this is the nicest haircut that I ever bring to a puppy, especially Husky puppy. So this is the final cut of this boy, and the result is pretty good. Now he's ready to go home.